illusion. It's a bill you really have to pay until the day you go down on this. My old friend, what else do you wanna say? This whistle spellbound, a lullaby to boot. The only thing I did wrong was I waited so long, spinning my feet around, stealing my brain. No, never doubt what the truth is all about. Awake from long dream, stitched by soulless sea. No way out there, endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retrieve. The ending comes to where we should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve. I read again and again your words. My memory turns, breathe and stir. It's gonna make it all the way to the last disillusion. It's a dish you really have to taste until the day no more hatred. My old friend, wish you a lovely journey. Fearing separation, longing for reunion. This time my God, please bring me navigation. A crack of the dawn, leading me to the front, through the front. I truly found the world. Awake from long dream, stitched by soulless sea. No way out there, endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retrieve. The ending comes to where it should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve. Awake from long dream, stitched by solar sea. No way out there, endless rain to run free. Let the shadow retrieve. The ending comes to where it should be. Be aware, what you see is not what you achieve.
Good morning, esports fans. My name is Matt, and welcome to the last week of the group stage in Season 3 Girls Frontline Esports. I am joined by none other than our feathered friend Duck.
Yay!
Don't say his name wrong, it's Diggus D Biggest.
Ayo.
And Brecky. Brecky?
Hello.
My first hello didn't register. No.
Here we
First,
go.
Yeah,
first blunder. I'm so
That-
sorry.
yeah, we have a new production team and our caster still messed up. It's fine.
We got it. We went this far. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not like an esports chat without something fucked up. So
Let's move into the rules.
yeah, sure.
We are in the third week of the 4-week tournament. This is what we call moving day. Today's results will have significant impact on the final seeding for the bracket stage, which begins next week.
Moving day, more like moving on to the standings. Here are the
Day.
current standing.
Right. So JP is currently the top team to look out for, and next it would be KR. Ian was closely behind. They are tied actually, but the point difference makes KR having the edge from Ian, and Ian is last and probably will be if they keep on tanking. Yes.
They are guaranteed last.
Oh,
Well, unless they win
No.
with a huge point differential.
Yeah.
it's
they
almost
could-
guaranteed. So you're saying,
Yeah.
okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance that goes against it. All matches are being played on the map 2 with a time limit of 1 hour for this week. I believe that changes for next week. Can't dupe your Dorothy's. We have 3 global bans, 5 player bans, and there are optional objectives. Duck, let's talk about this week's objectives.
Optional objectives, more like here are the optional objectives. Our first one is called Global Chip Shortage for 50k points, and this one's pretty simple. You just have to repair 3 or less times during the whole run, and single click repair to repair a whole echelon counts as 1. So basically, you can repair an entire echelon 3 times.
For the whole run, yes.
Our second objective is called Neutral Zone Infraction for 100k points. This one's kind of interesting because it affects how the players will do their movements. And basically, this one, you can't end turn with any echelon on the right side of the map, which is highlighted here in red. You can go there during your turn, but on enemy turn, you have to move your dolls out of the way before you end turn.
So for players, our first player is from JP Nakoishu. Top 63 in Continuum Turbulence, top 56 in Isomer ranking, and for SC and PL, SC is going to be 13, and top highest rank is PL at number 8. He is new to the esports, so we're going to be looking forward on how he does. And for next, okay.
Never mind, you go.
Okay, for next is Yellowfin, EN. For Isomer, top 15, and for SC, top 3, and for PL is top 55. So I am personally cheering for him, even though no one believes otherwise. I trust in Yellowfin to take back 1 win and get the first lose for JP. Let's go.
Right. So I think we could move on to the bans. Yes. So the first global ban would be M870. So Duck, what do you think about this shotgun ban?
Well, M870 is one of the 2 popular armor stack shotguns, with M870 being the better one. And since the objective today has to do with repairs, banning out tanks makes the fights more nerve-wracking for all the players, because with the armor stack team, you can AFK the fights and never have to repair. So banning out M870 makes them have to do more kiting.
I see. So our next ban, can we move on? Right. So our next ban would be Ro. So again, Ro is a top tier top tier attacking team, SMG. So she could basically avoid a lot of damage because of her damage check. So in a in a game where the objective was to avoid damage as much as possible, but to roam as much as possible, you would want row in your team. So we are So having this ban may be huge. And moving on, the last ban would be MP5, another tanker ban. So MP5 is a very popular force shield. So it was very commonly used during previous rankings. So banning it would be detrimental to the team, like to people who use force shields a lot. Right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to player bans. So we can see that JP banned Kakano, Type 88, Thompson, UMP9, and G36C, while EN has banned G11, Type 88, 416, UMP9, and M4. So
I
we can see
believe it's
It's the other way around.
the other way around. JP
Oh,
can't use the
JP
top
can't
ball.
use. Oh, okay, I see. So you
So
can see that there is some commons. There's some common bans. For example, Type 88, a very strong dolls. If I remember correctly, we have banned Tanyang last week.
yeah.
And UMP9, that's the new one. Can you talk more about it?
UMP9 is sort of like our global bans in that she's a tank, but she's also a huge damage buffer for the teams with her 50% firepower buff. So she's sort of like a handgun and a tank in one, and her flashbang is sort of a force shield alternative. As you can see with Yellowfin's bans, he banned out both of the other force shields, Thompson and G36C, which means Nakoishu can't use any of the force shield SMGs or UMP9, which is pretty big for the para team because that team usually uses either force shield or UMP9. So
Yeah, let's see how they would. Let's see how JP would adapt to this. Right, moving on. So these are the echelons that are being used by the teams. There's some head scratching decisions from both teams, especially for the JP. Why would you use G11 on a para team? That's weird.
I have a guess here that G11 is solely for making sure that the team is safe for early turns. And then on
Yeah.
later turns, G11 still does damage on armored, but your main focus is going to be 416 with the nade buffed
But
by
on
having
early
one-
B32,
turns,
Grizzly, and Type 79 also have FP buff and a
Yeah.
stunner.
on
So-
early turns, the dragoons are gonna actually do most of the damage that you're gonna take because the early turn enemies will do a lot of scratch damage. So having G11 and 416 like sort of a modified funny AR team for your para team early on is going to reduce the amount of repairs you're gonna have. You can see that because of the UMP9 player bans from both sides, we're getting some alternative flashbang SMG for both teams, or for both players rather. Nakoishi's using Type 79 and M38, and Yellowfin's using M38 as well, and also Type 64 in his Echelon 4. So the bans on the Force Shield dolls and the UMP9 have forced them to use some pretty interesting picks.
I think it's also very important to talk about both teams' parachute team as both as the objectives makes it so that makes it so that your para team would be the focus of winning or losing. It would be deciding who wins and who loses today.
Yeah,
what do you think? Yeah.
because the right side of the map is inaccessible for camping, you're gonna have to clear out a lot of those enemies, probably with your para team. So dolls like KSVK and G11 will allow that team to take a lot of fights early on without taking too much damage.
I also want to mention that we didn't mention it in the bans, but M4 and Cord was open for JP, which previously was like always banned globally and player banned. But surprisingly, I don't think M4 and Cord being open makes a difference because there's, as you can see on JP teams, M4 is still being used on a camper, which I'm actually confused. I thought M4 was going to be in parachute for sure, and Cord is on the armor stack. And honestly, Cord is replaceable. You can just use Urine, other MGs with armor buffs, and you'd be fine.
I don't even want to talk about Urine anymore. But Cord is, I think, a pretty low priority pick at this point because all the armor stack MGs are pretty replaceable, and M4 doesn't work that well on para teams because the early fights are not that suited for M4. So I think the bans going through are not that big of a deal. I think Grape going through for Yellowfin might come into play later on when the para team has to take on more armored enemies.
I see. So without further ado, I think we could start the show.
Yeah, let's get into the map.
Right, so both teams are ready.
Just realized we didn't mention 2B was actually there, and JP did not have 2B. So this might be a huge difference in strategy when doing the first early turns.
Yeah. I mean, 2B makes it so that the fights are much easier, but you're also losing some chances of, well,
conserving
you're losing.
AP.
Yeah. So 2B or not 2B, that is the question. Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm sorry for that. That was so bad.
Well, before we get to the later turns, I want to talk about how the objective neural zone, our not ending turn on the right side, is actually very huge. Because since you're not allowed to end turn on the right side, you have two options for the gameplay here. You can choose to leave all helipads open, or you can choose to capture the helipads on the left side. Now what's interesting here is, if you capture the helipads on the left side, on turn 4, where enemies are at their highest CE, everyone knows Nemweb's 170k CE, ooh, very big. If you capture the helipads on the left side, you will lose helipads to camp. And obviously you can't camp on the right side unless you want to lose 100k points.
So you're saying it would be interesting to see the approach of both teams, whether they cap the leftmost helipads or not, right?
Yes.
Yep. So,
you could leave it open, and then while you will have less AP to clear the enemies, by the end of turn 4, you're gonna have guaranteed, or mostly guaranteed, fights on turn 4 end, which you could potentially get more Nemwems and thus get more score.
I think 2B on Yellowfin's side might indicate that he's going to capture more of the helipads since he doesn't have that extra team to camp.
We are seeing the supply line being made right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually going to capture that set of helis right now on turn 1.
Topmost, yeah. Top left, right? Yeah.
Which means he values the extra AP that he can use to clear out the right side more than those spawns.
I mean, it could be a good call. Consider that you're leaving, a lot of the right side helipad. You're leaving all the right side helipads open. I think that's not exactly a bad call.
It's pretty lucky for him that he gets that fight with his Echelon 4 here. He doesn't have to use any AP.
Right. So I don't think there's much to talk about in the first turn because both teams are doing the funny setup of linking the supply line, yada 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 yada. But what is the most interesting part would be from turn 2 onwards, because it's where most players diverge.
Well, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think we might see a difference between how they declog the right side, if they use para for all of it, or if they have a non-para team sit near the edge of the zone and let the enemies walk towards it.
Right now, I think that who do you think will win?
I think it's too early to tell, but interesting note is that Nakoishu is setting up with the bottom supply line.
Huh.
Aside from that, not capturing any helis.
Yeah.
So very different already.
I think JP is playing more aggressively, and
also there's a pretty annoying clog for Nakoishu already on that heli near the supply line. that usually requires para to declog. And honestly, where the enemy is there on the heli that you usually para to in a normal run would be a reset.
Yeah. So usually there are some reset points when you're doing a whole 2, especially on turn 2. So, and here we see the first para fight from Yellowfin. I think it should be fine, considered that this team was designed for.
He got
Oh,
both handguns crit.
okay, I speak too soon. Consider that you have to do like multiple fights in.
I think he should do much more retreat kiting here.
Yeah. Consider you do like multiple fights to declog.
Oh, the big cat!
Oh. Big kitty.
The big cat 416 skin actually has 1 frame faster grenade timing, so it's slightly pay to win.
It's really not. Come on.
It is pay to win. What do you mean? So you have a problem with Yellowfin because right now you only have like your tanking ability was it's not as good as before since you have like less dogs for use that can be used without dying.
Everyone can still repair 3 times. Should be enough.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Should.
But
Yeah.
does he use this?
No, he doesn't repair this first time. He sends it back out without repairing. I think he's gonna clear those 3 enemies on the right and then repair next turn.
Is it possible though?
It should be
5
possible.
AP. Or you can para.
No, I
Just-
mean, the fight should be possible.
You're gonna clear 3?
Yeah, free fights.
With the critical damage, I guess you can.
Because with 2B here, it makes the Dragoon fights not as annoying. 2B is definitely needed.
That's
For
very
this
true.
kind of aggressiveness,
Yeah.
probably.
Especially this comp, 2B makes it a lot less scratch damage.
What's good about this is while it's weak on early turns because no AR and KSVK Grape, you still have 2B to support you, especially against Jaegers. 2B can
I
just
like to point
leave.
out that Nakoishu has LTLX on a M4 team.
It's probably for tanking, because remember
Yeah.
when Ian just banned like all of the force shooters, so
I'm gonna say it. M4 is being used just because she's open. I don't think she's needed.
I think an
that's
M4
fair.
Exodia team would work pretty much just as well, but the LTLX gives extra security since repairs are limited.
that's a hot pick. But I actually kind of agree with what Brick has just said. I think M4 is not as useful as it seems.
Oh, that's lucky.
Webley-
Webley survived an extra wave
Oh!
of shots from the Dragoon.
Okay,
And
So-
died.
so Yellowfin's
Yeah.
definitely going to repair like this this turn.
Yeah.
That
Definitely
makes
gonna
sense.
have to repair that now.
Yeah, that.
So that's his first repair.
So as we all say, the para team was crucial for to complete both objectives. So it would be interesting to see.
He's
how
got a
these
really
teams
long
fare.
swap chain.
Ooh, yeah.
Just like SC.
That's actually really smart because he captured the top heliports on his zone, and he has a big swap chain that can camp both of the bottom sets of helis.
Now watch it go to the bottom right heli.
Oh yeah, that's what the. Okay.
Disconnecting the supply the chain shouldn't matter.
I would
Yeah,
just
it's
para.
only one
I'll just
AP.
para to down heli and then maybe get the extra kill. I don't know.
Oh, it went up.
Okay.
He got pretty lucky that his Echelon 1 is taking that fight instead of that enemy walking up.
Mhm.
What is
So
this
that means-
formation?
A good one.
What?
Well,
RP
RPK's
Ooh.
buff can...
Yeah, RPK is
I think.
Remember RPK can shoot continuously without reloads. So yeah, although it shoots a bit slower, actually much slower, like an AR, but
Do you guys think that they might go for multiple runs today?
That's so possible.
That's very possible.
I think Yellowfin's strategy of capturing some of the helis on the left will save him time because he has less enemies to deal with. So he might go for 2 runs, I think.
I agree.
Probably.
I mean, the more helis you get, the faster your run is. Look at Ciari's expansionist boom, 3 runs.
Easy.
2 runs should be possible.
Especially like it's turn 2, turn 3 for Yellowfin right now, and we still have like 50 minutes.
This is the new RFB team, by the way. No RF on Nakoishi's side. Pretty interesting. Instead of an RF, you use RFB to clear out the back line.
Well, you do get an extra B.
What?
You're so good. RF plus B. But I still don't understand. Why not just use an RF? Well, I guess turn 1, turn 2, obviously.
Brecky, the answer to that is because he doesn't want to be basic.
B stands for
I would say
basic.
that for Yellowfin, using ARs would be better because you have 2B to help you deal with the armor, but Nakoshi's using 5 echelons and no hawk, so
I
the
thought it
ARs
was the
might have
other
trouble
way.
later.
I thought it was the other way around. You're safe to use 2 RFs because 2B can handle the early turns. And on later turns, it's easier to deal with mantis.
Well, I think you probably still want a grenade instead of a second RF no matter what, because the grenade can help with mantis and early turn spawns. The one good thing about DR is that a lot of different compositions are more viable.
Yeah, since you
Even
only
some
have, like,
old
5
stuff
teams.
like Double Jupiter and Grenade ARs and all those
mean, yeah,
types
that's
of
true.
balls.
It's more of, the focus is more on like building one good para team for your
Man, Nakoshi took a lot of damage from that Dragoon fight.
Yeah.
I think he should have retreat kited his handguns. That was a debuff fight, but still the kiting was pretty basic there.
Talking about what Digga said, I agree with the para team. I think with the past weeks, the bans have been more focused on not the campers, but which dolls can be used in para teams. Like, we can see here now, WMP9 ban. And Hanyang's just gonna be permaban. I'm gonna say it right now. Hanyang is just good as a camper, as a para team. Even despite her main skill being night buffed, she's a day RF. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, she's the best doll in the game.
Debatable, but yeah, she is there.
Are you gonna say Grapes better?
No, Grape is fucking overrated. What do you mean? I said it once and I said it again. Grape is overrated.
Well, you say that, but we're gonna see more of debuff fights for Yellowfin using Grape.
Yeah.
There's a lot of enemies surrounding his helipads on Nakoishi's side, and the teams don't seem to be anywhere near, so he's gonna have to do a lot of clearing out this turn. I think Yellowfin capturing those helis and making that
there's some
swap
really
chain.
fancy kiting from Yellowfin. It's definitely not basic at all.
I think Yellowfin's swap chain on turn 2 made the movement on turn 3 much easier.
Although the clocks are still rather awkward, if I do say so
Yeah.
myself. I mean, it's not that it's not impossible to clear, but you're gonna waste quite a bit of AP.
That's the risk you take if you want to camp more helis on turn 4. You're just gonna have to leave it like that.
Nakoshu deploying that para team without repairing, as you can see.
By the way, just to clarify, repairing while the echelon is retreated still counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, the objective wouldn't really matter because you could repair every time anyways.
Well, 2 debuff fights at the same exact node.
Oh,
Wow.
that's. Oh.
No, he retreated. I thought Grizzly died.
No, it's not one link. Oh. Okay.
Well, the
that's
cat
great.
carry. Can we get some
Yeah.
cats in the chat, guys?
Cats in the chat. Cats in the chat.
This is the difference between 416 and Grape.
Yeah, Grape
Or
shoots a
he's
big
better.
bullet.
Let's
Only
face
hits
an
one.
animal.
Let's face it. 416 is better against Grape.
Well, it depends on context, but for para teams,
Oh, we're getting a
probably-
repair from Nakoishu here.
Yep, that's the first repair.
It only has 3 AP though, so it can't clear all of those enemies.
I would clear the top 3.
No, you can't. You need to.
Oh,
you
wait,
can't
yeah.
end turn. You can't end turn on the right side.
Oh dang, yeah, right.
So you could probably kill 3
Yeah, that's okay. So he
or
chooses
declog,
He chooses the declog.
then redeploy, then just stay there. Protect the heli.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to end back on the heli no matter what, so... Otherwise it could get captured, which would really screw him over.
Ooh.
That's a huge nade.
I swear, there's something about the cat that just makes it better than the normal grenade.
Can we get some more cats in the chat?
It's probably placebo, but like, yeah, okay. I mean, look, the one frame does it really do that much?
Potentially.
Probably.
Sometimes.
M38 carry.
Ooh,
This
that's
is
the
a nice
one.
kiting.
That's some spicy kiting,
I
but-
I take back what I said.
Yeah, that's the basic kiting. Nobody likes it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was good retreat kiting. I think it's just
Yeah.
lack of DPS.
It's
Or maybe
it's kinda lucky.
KSVK targeting.
got lucky. Oh wow. So that's the
One
problem. So that's the problem with
claw. Those
that's the problem with not capping like the helis in the early game. You get like clocked for days.
It doesn't
That's
look
so
good for
lucky.
Nakoishu here. There's a lot of manticores. And his movement early on was...
His
Oh.
bottom left and top left helis are clogged.
So do you think
Yeah.
reset?
That's like 2
Well-
AP each.
We have about 10 minutes before half, so he might be able to finish this and go for another one.
Yeah, probably.
I'm almost certain both of them are gonna do 2 runs.
KSVK actually took some scratch damage from Yellowfin's team.
I
That's
think I would
probably-
actually prefer if I were Nakoishu, I'd probably reset here and start again, so I would
Yeah.
have more time for the run, but
That's
I
true.
think he could do 2 runs.
You could potentially get a worse one.
That's true.
Brechy, do you have to take your dog for a piss? I'll take that as a yes.
Those are the dogs outside. Please.
Oh, so the dog's taking
Can't
a piss.
control the outdoor dog. This is life in the Philippines.
Oh yeah. Oh, M38. That's okay. That almost dead. She almost died, but like I think she got saved by the iframes.
QB just barely didn't kill that Dragoon at the end. It's so sad.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it get.
I think the
Get the job
dogs
done,
might
that's
be
fine.
reacting to 416.
No, I
That's
think-
not how it works.
No, I think the dogs are just allergic to bad kiting.
Oh, here's another repair for Yellowfin.
Okay, third turn, second repair. That's fine.
1 repair left.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine as long as
One more repair for all the final turn fight. Yellowfin's ending turn now.
Capturing another set of helis.
Huh? Right.
Whoa! Numworms!
That's new mutants for days.
Numworms
That's
for
very
days.
lucky.
Numa, numa, numa.
And the armor stacks facing Mantis? Easy,
Oh.
I think.
So this is what we call the dreaded 25 Matty course back in the days. it's because it's the hardest enemies to kill, but it gives a less point, but like it's the hardest enemies to kill.
Dreaded?
Yeah, 'cause,
LTLX
like, everyone,
isn't taking damage.
no, because everyone just hates it. Because like when you see like a shit ton of like manticores coming, you know it's reset time. You know it's like half an hour wasted.
Look, at least for you guys, it's not like 50 or 5k difference.
I mean that's true.
Wait, were the points different previously?
Yeah, they changed how the enemies were scored based. So yeah,
Now it's more RNG.
hell yeah.
Great.
Wow, this team zero
so-
damaging the Manticore fight?
Yeah,
Let's
because
go.
Pickle is a god.
No, she's an angel. What do you mean?
Angel
Same
versus
thing, dude.
cat versus dog?
Pecola actually good?
There's
Well-
no dog.
Okay, so here's a problem presented to Yellowfin. Very good spawns, but like
A lot of clogs, yeah.
yeah, a lot of clogs. It's very awkward to see.
Yeah,
Is
but
that a
very awkward.
triple?
yeah, 14 AP. He's so
Yeah.
fine here.
Yeah, and also not to mention like he has also captured the leftmost helipad, so you know he can free up some echelons for camping.
Yeah. Well, he can't camp the right side, so
He can only camp 2 enemies from the 2 helis. One is guaranteed, one is RNG.
I mean, or he could just surround the helipad on the bottom left. Yeah.
That's true. Guaranteed 2k.
Yep. This is one
Wait,
hell. That's one hell of like an awkward spawn. Oh my god.
well, he has a lot of AP, as Becky said.
Still.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
Nakoishu starting turn 4 with only 10 AP, but he also doesn't have to clear out everything.
The good thing is
Doesn't
he
have to
can camp. Like,
Yeah,
up to 3 guaranteed and 2
he can camp more fights on the left.
2 RNG.
We're about to see LTLX knock all these Manticores back.
Boom.
The elephant's thinking hard, so we can focus on Nakuishu for a while, probably.
You sure he's thinking or he's molding?
No, he's deploying.
I see.
Maybe a little bit of both.
I mean, yeah. You know, as a ranker, you will both mold and think.
Less molding, more doing. That's the power of.
Let's see the first Diva
Doing.
fight for a Grape KSV Cave against Armored.
This should be fine because it's Nemiums. He can just tank these.
38 carry. KSV
Especially
is way
with
hard to
the
work.
flash grenade. These normal Nemiums are pretty easy. Compared to the swap ones, these ones have much less accuracy.
And the SWAT ones can do short hits, so you know.
Yeah, the reduced DPS sure hit.
Yep. Which is one big
Nakoshi's
problem.
getting full mileage out of that cat.
Watch the cat get banned in later round.
We might see a 416 ban coming out. I mean, Yellowfin has 416 banned, so
You know what's interesting? While Yellowfin captured most helis, they still both have basically the same kill count, with Nakuishu at 25 and Yellowfin at 26.
Quality of kills. That's
well,
a big
the
issue, right?
difference is that Nakoishu can get more kills on the turn 4 enemy because he has more helis to camp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he has also more enemies in the map. He has more enemies in the map, but less AP to work with.
Yes.
You know, if we ever get CT Plus on EN and we do an esports for that, we might see a cat plus dog ban with M500.
No, come on, no.
Oh God.
No, screw like anything, like screw the ranking reruns. I'm not doing that.
CT Plus is good. I tried it. It was fun. The kiting was amazing. Paradise enemies are so fun to fight against.
QB makes this fight so easy though.
Yeah, it makes it trivial.
Well,
You're gonna-
2B doesn't get parity both.
Duck, you're gonna make me want to pour acidic liquid into my eyes.
Why? What happened?
But don't blame me for not liking ranking reruns. Not my fault.
I just don't like ranking reruns. It's just not my cup of tea.
Did you fail your ranking reruns?
No, I'm just too lazy to do it. Cause
It's only for
well,
1 week. That's understandable. If you're busy.
like it usually comes at the worst time possible.
Oh,
Like Christian is
G11
molding
took a-
about the G11 losing a link.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, does it really matter? Because you're dealing with armored enemies, and G11 wasn't, designed for that shit.
It's better for 416 to take the link
Yeah, I
though.
mean,
Because it doesn't
416 was
matter for
carrying,
416.
so that doesn't really matter. But I mean,
For-
it does matter if you're like psychologically, but it's
So for G11 it will matter. Because G11 is pretty good against even against armored, but
oh, that's a bad nade from Nakoishu.
I don't think it matters, yeah.
Yeah, it still works.
Yellowfin can probably clear everything.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I think
Yeah,
there's
4
still like
enemies
one.
left.
I think there's still one more run in their tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, this taunt team can just clear all of them. And then NFAP to redeploy and camp.
Yeah.
No reason to para.
Yeah. Why would you para? Just walk there, forehead.
Exactly.
Just walk there. Para is overrated. Paras are overrated. Like go back to Arctic Warfare. Deep dive never happened. It's a myth.
I mean, Arctic Warfare was terrible.
I wouldn't know.
yeah.
I never did.
I can't relate.
It was my first ranking though. It was my first love.
This fight is taking forever.
Yep.
And the cat ends it.
Oh man.
They've got slightly over 30 minutes.
What is Yeltsin thinking? Just kill it. Come on, dude. 5, 4, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has 1 AP left over afterwards.
I
Get
think
out of the
he
way.
won't kill. I think he won't kill the swap thing, the swap SF, because it's not worth it. The points is not worth for like 1 AP. At least I don't think so.
In the end, the Paradebuff team doesn't really even face any Mantis. The Elephant just walks a taunt team, and it's all fine.
Type 64 tanking. Honestly, don't remember what she does. I think she's a flashbang
Yeah,
as well.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
she's
you're
a
stunned.
flashbang.
You saw they stopped moving.
Yeah. The cool and funny and smart and cool pick would have been to use M9.
Oh, that was no. Come on, just.
Alright, but think
no.
about it. Imagine M9 with also an SMG that can tank.
She would be used if she had a mod, probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, M9 is her tiles are kind of bad from what I remember, and her tile buffs are also bad. So
You would be correct.
Unlike
that's-
Yellowfin, Nakoishu is taking a lot of Paradebuff fights because of less AP. So focus on the clogs more.
And P22's dead as well. This is getting pretty hairy.
Oh,
I think he needs to reset this.
Yep. That's a definite reset. And I think that's where G11 comes to bite Nakoshi in the ass.
Retreat?
Yeah.
What about the other? Jaeger.
I mean, it's not worth the point. It's like it's
He's
not-
camping. He's camping all but one of the spots from the left two helis. So he
No, it
is.
still can go bottom right.
I mean, yeah, it's a half chance. It's spawned a Numium, and it.
Oh, he got
You know what?
he got the
Hey, let's
Nemium
go.
fight.
Right.
Very nice.
Let's
very
go.
nice.
You know what? Not getting the Jaeger to camp an extra node, good play. I was wrong. That was a smart move.
Let's see if we would go for another round. and let's see if he plays a more aggressive playstyle.
30 minutes.
Well, I would expect that he doesn't have two different strategies, but that would be insanely cool if he had two strategies.
The strategy net me less points. I will do my second run with another strategy. That'd be insane. And then he just has presets for the second strategy.
I see.
Here's this difficult fight again for Nakoishu.
I mean,
Debuff G11.
How difficult is it? Just reduce their enemies.
Just
health.
kill the enemies! It's
Yeah,
so
just reduce
simple.
the health bar to 0. And that way it will kill them.
Why
Easy, right?
G11? Why is M4 should be here, right? Instead of G11? Am I crazy?
Grizzly
I
died
mean, I
again.
don't think you're crazy. I think you
Does
you have a point.
Does he not know that the swap Nemiums will track their target?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
mean-
he's not retreat kiting because
I'm
he
pretty
needs
sure.
all
I'm
the
pretty sure
dollars.
JP.
The G11 kiting!
Whoa, chill!
Wait,
Whoa, the G11
What is he
tank!
doing?
What is
He's insane!
That's
Oh my
not-
god!
Stop, don't do it again.
He's just buying time for the next grenade.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
wait!
Oh! Come on! Come on!
Reset,
Come on!
reset, reset,
He's
reset.
gonna walk past!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, what are you doing?
What was that?
That was a
Well,
disaster.
Evatopia's time for another run.
Yeah, I think he would have to reset this
Who
one.
in their right mind would move G11 first before P22? What was that?
can we get some Fs in the chat?
Oh,
What was the strat in moving G11 up?
I think he misclicked. I'm pretty sure he does. 589.
Ooh, that's
for...
a really good score for
Yeah,
him.
Ooh.
honestly, that's not bad. Because like from what our runners have tried, it actually 589, 590 is like the top cap of what is possible.
We're just
So-
gonna have to double check if both objectives are cleared. I think both were cleared. Two
I'm
ringers,
pretty
right?
sure he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he not gonna do another run?
I don't think he needs to. I think with all those Nemiums, this is about as good as he's gonna get.
Yeah, I mean he pulled
I
off.
mean, that's true. I mean, that's a very good run. You got
I
two
think-
camps, Nemlems,
Yeah. I think Yellowfin pulled off his Diary.
but can you do another run?
Just get a god get a god tier RNG. Just like that, easy.
He's not gonna do another run. Okay, we can
Come on.
focus on Makuishu.
Yeah, so both objective is a path. So that nets an extra 150k point for Yellowfin. And we'll verify the score and sum them all up.
P90. Nice holograms. Wait, Diggus, it's you!
What do you mean?
It's you!
Screen, look.
Dang.
You're dead.
I mean, she's doing fine. See? She's doing fine. She's fine. She didn't
The
die.
poor Shiki.
Easy. Like, look. I mean, like, if you want to win, just put P90 in the team. She's that good. Okay, so the final score is 739k. Pretty good, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
KG Jump King? Jump
mean-
King on the side?
I mean, look, yeah. If you're done with everything, just go for Jump King.
How do you kite this? Look at how see? You're forced to retreat 2 dolls. Why use M4? You could have used 3 MGs here. My child will not kite. You could have just stayed there.
Yeah, he definitely.
At least M4 is flashy.
Yeah, M4
Good
is
content.
big cannon goes pew pew. But yeah, I think the strat just backfired for Yeah, oof, 539k. That's not good.
We have 26 minutes. Do you think you could get another run in?
I mean, he has to.
He has to.
Yeah.
He
Well,
has-
the way it is now, he's not gonna win that.
He
so-
doesn't know that, but he has to. He's probably gonna repair the dolls.
I mean, it doesn't count if you repair, like, you know.
Yeah, we can repair
Big runs.
here.
Yeah, you can repair
Damn, he
between
failed
runs.
the objective for the second run already.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
That's a joke, that's a joke.
So Nakoishu did get both objectives for his run, but it's still low. The score is still too low, so
Yeah.
he has to go again.
Gonna have the second run.
I think
Probably
Yellowfin's
his
also
round.
going for a second run, isn't he?
Is he?
He's giving cakes to his dolls, but I mean, I don't know if he needs to. Because
Giving cake is
Nakoishu has only 25 minutes for a full run, and he has to beat a really high score, because Yellowfin got a bunch of Nemiums. Honestly, if he gets another run, it's not even gonna be as good.
If
If I'm,
it's another run, it's not gonna be whole 2.
If I were Yellowfin, I'd just go for Jump King, you know, just...
Because, I
do
mean,
it.
Nakoishu would be a god if he can get a full run done in 25 minutes, and seeing as Yellowfin probably doesn't even need to, I don't think he'll... I mean, what's the point? He already got such a good
so
score.
that's the nature of Hole 2. It's just... I mean, at the end, RNG just saves everything, right?
Chat says Yellowfin was just celebrating with his dolls by giving them cake.
I see.
That's
I
sweet.
mean, I would give them headpads, but yeah, cakes are fine.
So let's talk about how both players tackled the map for now.
Sure.
While we're waiting for the inevitable turn 2, 3, 4 for Nakoishu. So Yellowfin might have the better strat overall, and aside from the RNG, it's safer. It's more consistent.
I mean,
And
how many points would Nakoishu have gotten back if he didn't lose that one fight? It would have been around 25k points, right? Or
Yes.
23k. Something.
not enough, I think.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't have been enough because of the godlike RNG for Yellowfin with all those Nemiums.
What Yellowfin had was he has full control of the map, unlike Nakoishu did. Yellowfin
No,
had
no,
kind
no,
of
is that- No. What the hell is that?
What? What game is that? No.
Oh
Is that
no.
No.
Troll.
No.
No.
No. Okay, I think he closed, probably. I don't know. I have no clue what he's playing, honestly.
Digus, you know what that is.
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Digus, please.
He's cheating on us. I can't believe it.
I can't believe he can
He just straight up went no.
just no.
This hurts my brain.
It hurts my eyes too. But you know, to be fair, the dojins are pretty nice.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
let's
whoa,
go
whoa,
back
whoa,
to the stream.
whoa.
That's all I could comment on about that. That if you
I was-
if you can call it a game, I don't know.
Did Nakoishu get
Okay, he's back to
bottom
GF.
supply line in the
Right.
last run? I forgot.
If our IT team wants to put up his stream again, he's looks like he's gonna pull up Jump King.
Yep.
If you can find it.
And speaking of Jump King, do we have something planned for it in the future?
We'll talk about that later, Digus.
Yeah, sure.
I'll
One secret.
figure out what they're doing.
Nakoishu had the second chance. A second chance to put M4 on the parachute team.
Let's go.
camper moment.
You even have it unlocked? Yeah,
What?
he does.
Okay,
never-
don't.
I thought M4. Do you have M4 unlocked? I'm like, wait, what?
No, I mean, does he have the jump king unlocked? I think he's finding where it is. I'm pretty sure. Huh.
Was that Molotov?
Wait, is M? Hang on. No way.
This is the inevitable waiting for the fun part of DR Hole 2. For people who've been doing Hole 2 resets, they would know.
Type 38 is actually it's a double as a flashbang and a molly, so there's that.
Yeah, M38 has the double grenade, but the molly doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. I mean, like you could technically say that UMP45 is has a molly function, but like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah, she does.
Well, she has the 50 flat damage
Yeah.
on her smoke.
I stopped at mod 1.
Oh.
The guy told me to. Same strat. Probably not gonna get any more helis.
But let's hope this time it went better, because
Well, let's hope he can actually finish this run first.
I think turn 2 movement RNG is a bit better, right?
Yes. I think so. So I think Yellowfin is not doing Jump King. Sad.
He's got his score up.
What he can do is chill and watch Nakoishu along with us.
Let's go.
Yeah. Now he's seeing if Nakoishu's gonna beat him or not.
The elephant probably knows that he's not gonna beat his run already. That was insane, Nemwim spawns.
Yeah, that was very close to the soft cap, so yeah, I don't think he would want to go for another one, because just like casting this esport is mentally draining, you know, running this map, I'd say.
Running this map seems more draining.
Yeah, I mean, true. We're just we're just eating popcorns and flicking, you know.
I heard a certain someone doing Hole 2 resets for like days now.
I wonder who's that, eh?
So explain why are you resetting Hole 2? What do you want in your turn 2?
Well, basically in a normal run, on your enemy turn 1, you want to get enough fights and you want the enemies in a good enough position where you can kill all of them on your friendly turn 2. Because if you leave any enemies alive on turn 2, then you're going to get a lot of clogs on turn 3 and that kills your run. So basically I'm just consuming a lot of virtual YouTuber content while doing turn 1 over and over again.
And there's also so the common strat is that you want to reset every single time an enemy step on what we call like dead spots. So the spots that takes an extra AP for it to spawn, for you to actually kill it. So yeah. So me myself spend like 6 hours on turn 1 resets alone. So I would know. It's a pain.
I haven't done my Hole 2. I haven't done any hole. I'm going to stab.
I'm going to do your hole.
Oh,
my whole rankings in my own account. He's going to help me, chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Maybe I'm gonna copy some of the esports team.
I mean,
except the G11 parachute.
Yeah, except for GM parachute. That one's questionable.
I haven't seen it pop off. Maybe I'm biased on Yellowfin's parachute team, but it's being carried by 2B.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
Yeah.
It did work.
And as long as it works, it doesn't matter. It's
4
good or
teams
not.
to fight, and still higher than what Nakoishu's first run was.
like back to the para, like the point of the para, I think KSVK is still like a questionable choice for me. However, like it doesn't matter as long as you have something, you know, to offset it, such as like a 2B.
Keep in mind that 2B has the debuff, right? Which allows KSVK to
It
do
debuffs
her-
the enemy, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
If you use 2B, then KSVK can use her skill shot from the start of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have 2B, then KSVK can't be used with para because unlike with Beach, you don't have the debuff on the enemy at the start.
Is the debuff guaranteed?
Yes, I think so.
Yellowfin's so smart. Big brain KSVK strat. Unlike this KSVK, look at it, a camper. What's a fairy mortar? No, it's construction.
Poor Shiki, by the way, is like a knockoff Hanyang because it has piercing shots sometimes.
Wait,
Some-
I thought
every third
Forshiki is
shot.
more of a knockoff M200.
No. That
Wait, no, that's. Wait, no, I'm mistaken.
no M200. No, that's SSG 3K.
Oh yeah.
Like a low rarity one. For Shiki is like every third shot is piercing. Very, very useful in previous rankings where it was night map.
Yeah, that's.
So
very
I'm
true.
surprised she's being used right now. But then again, piercing is just really good, really meta right now. Cord, Hanyang, Forshiki,
Eh, I mean, it's like, you know, it's a good alternative, I would say.
not replaceable though. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't replace Hanyang.
Did nothing. I don't think anything replaces Han Yang.
That's true. Or maybe the cat.
The cat.
The cat's been pretty OP.
Yeah.
I expect more bans of her, especially next week.
I
416 and UMP9.
I mean, it really depends on like what the objectives are. I think the players do consider the objectives before banning the dolls, as it should be, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, you know, for like 416 is good, but like, you know, maybe you want to cater, you know, you want to focus on, let's say, for example, for today, you might want to focus on tanks, right? Because like today's focus is on your para team, especially on your para team, right? So,
That's true.
you know, focus on tanks may be the better call than, you know, banning 416 alone. So, and again, the global ban set by, you know, RNG, quote unquote, can also affects what the players' decisions are. So
What the rest of the bans are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that Yellowfin did an entire practice run when he learned of the objectives before he did his bans.
I see. I mean, that's also alright.
Just to get a feel for like
Yeah,
what's
get
the
a
most
feel.
important dolls.
Get a feel on like what doll is like good, like what doll is like carrying and what doll is not, and you know, ban accordingly.
Yeah, and if some of your stuff get banned, you still have enough time to test other teams.
Right,
Or
12
use 2B.
12
So-
minutes?
12
12
minutes.
left? 12 minutes left?
Yeah, Nakoshu has to chop. Get this over with.
1 declog, 2 left. No, 1 left.
Yeah, he's spending a lot of like APs on the declogs because yeah, the problem with, you know, not capping the pairs of helis on the left side is that you are getting less AP. So yeah, there is a cost of being like too greedy, you know.
Nice retreat. Wait, no, the Brute's. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
G11's so good against unarmored. G11's so good, even before mod.
Yeah, I mean, no shit.
But now she's just
The
top
mod
tier.
just make her like, you know, that good, that much better.
Well, basically, J11's mod allows her to actually deal with armor.
That's sort of.
Without debuff.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be on parachute. I'm just
Ah,
saying.
yeah. I mean, it's so weird. Like some player, like there are some like really weird decisions made from like all of the teams, like these past weeks, and like I think putting G11 on a para team is one of them.
It
So-
works on turn 1 and 2. I could see without the repair objective, because repair objective does not allow a swapping of dolls for obvious reasons, because you can just, oh, this doll's damage, you swap it with a not damaged different doll. That's not allowed. But if
Yeah.
the repair objective was not there, I think there's a good argument on using G11 early turns and then swapping G11 out. Because G11 is just so good on early turns para debuff fights.
Yeah, I think without the objective, it's definitely viable to have a full ARSMG or ARHG para team early on, and then when you're redeploying it on turn 4 to put in a RF based team.
But like the players should have known better. You cannot change the dolls because of this objectives, so they should have planned accordingly. That's at least my argument for it.
2 AP left with 1 clog at the bottom.
God, it's gotta be a waste of AP. If
Oh wait, Nakoi's just gonna repair here.
I mean that's fine, I suppose.
Forced to leave 1 clog. Matters huge on turn 3.
Is it just me or like is players
Well-
that has used
Oh,
the
I see a lot of manticores.
oh no.
There's 4 manticores. Actually, that's not bad.
It's
It's not
actually
not bad.
it's actually better than expected. But like, is
Four
it just me
manticores
or
are pretty good in like a real run. So.
yeah? Is it just me or like all players that have used the bottom like supply line strat always
Get
lose?
unlucky.
Is it just me or like does someone like actually realize that like all the players who use the bottom line like in
So,
their run is lost at the
what-
end?
Well,
You're
there's been some
saying-
good bottom supply line runs in like regular runs. I think one of the JP 700k runs is a bottom supply line run. So it like the RNG should be the same, but it does seem to have bad luck in esports.
So bottom supply line is manipulating the RNG in esports? Perhaps?
The thing about this ranking is that the enemy death animations don't have many like pronounced flops forwards or backwards, so it's hard to
The Strider theory.
What's the Strider
Strider
theory?
OPL.
Well, back in SC, there was a theory that this certain pre-spawn Strider, when you killed it, if it flopped forward, you'd get good RNG, and if it flopped backwards, you'd get bad RNG.
That sounds
then,
like voodoo to me.
And what if it flops sideways?
I think if it
You call it
just
mods.
falls straight down, it's the same
Look,
as it
look,
flopping
look.
backwards.
Look, if the Strider is doing it sideways, you should have called the mods. Come on, everyone
Yeah,
knows that.
that's true.
I
But
think
there's no
cheating.
admin in the chat, so even
Yeah.
if he's doing it sideways, there's nothing you can do.
Are you seeing the SG being used?
Yep. It I guess it doesn't really matter which SG you use on
It shows
Manticore.
that SG SG player bans are completely irrelevant now.
Yeah.
I mean, well, last week the SG bans were pretty huge, so
I mean-
again, it's more of
They just use
objective.
EP12 instead.
The objective play a bigger part than one may have expected.
I wonder if having an odd number in your UID at the end of your UID will affect your luck.
No, it's not how it works. I refuse to believe my UID spawned 10 raincoats.
You know, my UID ends in an even number, and I've gotten pretty lucky in previous ranking events.
My UID ends in 8.
Same.
It's an even number.
Same.
Anyways, cool Manti fight. Cool cat.
Meow.
Cool cat saves the world. Has
Can you-
anybody watched that movie? Cool Cat Saves the World.
I have
Like,
no idea what that is.
it was like a very bad movie. Like it went on like the best of the worst list.
Sounds like a stand.
Like it's very enjoyable when you like watch it drunk. I highly recommend you guys do that.
You mean Cool Cat saves the kids?
Oh yeah, Saves the Kids Saves the World. I forgot.
By the way, there's less than 6 minutes left.
Oh.
So he's
Really
got
good.
to
So,
reiterate the rules for running out of time. When the timer ends, you have to end your turn, but you can still do the enemy turn as long as you don't reset. But whatever movements you have in your friendly turn, you gotta cancel them and end immediately.
And you cannot reset during the when you end the turn. So there's that. So you have to do all the fights without resets.
Para declog, then redeploy
Yep.
for sure.
He has to do it quickly because like time is not his friend right
Look at the
now.
brute at the right of Echelon 4. Imagine if it moves left instead of a Nemem spawn. Trolled. I don't think
I
we
think this might be a lot closer this time.
I don't think we have data on how movement priority is on the map, right?
Not really.
It's two different per turn. You can just say it's random.
I think there's what you can figure out is how many clogs there's gonna be based on how many enemies you leave alive.
Yeah, but that's a clog. So like, what about the movement prior?
Movement priority is unknown. So when
Yeah.
there's two enemies stuck next to each other, you're not entirely sure. It's similar with hole 3 for final turn camping. There's a little bit of luck involved because the movement priority.
Right. So with the with week. So what do you think can we do better from Nakoishi's perspective?
Well, for one, there's a lot of enemies left on the right side.
And second, he
Still
couldn't
gotta
think.
find a
He
way to
couldn't
do
think
it.
right now. He
That's
just go for it, dude.
Yeah. For another thing,
Stop.
he's running out of time and he needs to start moving dolls now.
Nah,
Yeah.
he has enough time.
Are you
Just
sure?
end turn.
I mean,
Just-
okay, fine. Yeah, you just need to end turn before the
end
timer
turn,
runs
and then-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, but with 7 AP, you'll want to take at least like 4 fights.
Like, dude, just come on, chop chop, go.
I think this is his 3rd repair.
I mean, as long as you don't repair it one more
Yeah.
time, he should be fine.
I think he's fine on repairs, but he needs to take like at least 3 or 4 fights in 3 minutes.
Yes.
You know, maybe G11 was the play because you're not even gonna face armored units.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen much armored fights.
Cat gaming, it's so fast. Alright, we might be good here. He did this fight in like 10 seconds.
I mean, this is an easy fight, so 10 seconds was like as expected. Okay.
You have enough time. You're gonna use M4 to kill the Nemem, right?
Yeah, probably.
Whoever voted for Ian Klein in the poll is winning right now with these loading screens after the fight.
Yeah, I mean the loading
No.
screen is also killing Nakoishi's.
If he moves Echelon 1 up like in his planning mode, he has to retreat it at the end because he can't end turn on the right side.
Oh, I see what's happening. He's gonna parry to the left after.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the Manticore fight with G11. We're gonna have to get some cat
It's not debuff.
gaming here.
There's some
Ooh,
cats in chat, please.
it's not debuff. 416 will annihilate everything.
Boom.
See?
The 11 actually does a lot of damage without debuff.
Yeah.
It's just tearing through them.
Easy.
You're
No
Spinning circle gaming! Oh.
You're tearing me
Not that
apart.
slow.
120 viewers voted that Ian Client would win, so
I mean, the client definitely like help a hand in like Yellowfin's because like Yellowfin actually have quite a like fast loading time, right, compared to Neko
Yeah.
issue. That could add up. Like usually
I
we
think
don't talk about it.
Yellowfin-
Yeah.
I think Yellowfin ended his first run faster as well.
Yeah.
But to be
Usually
fair,
we
he
don't-
had less fights total because
Yeah.
the Hellies.
He had 32 minutes spare.
Oh no. Okay. Usually it's
1 minute.
usually we don't talk about loading screens because like players
Yeah.
completed their runs.
This
like-
score is actually gonna be pretty close.
Yeah.
I think this could get like 580 plus.
Probably.
I'm guessing 550.
No, I think this one.
way better than the last one. This
I mean,
550.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
that's
has a
true.
chance to beat Yellowfin.
570,
actually.
580.
Oh.
Can we see Yellowfin's score again?
739.
So Yellowfin 589 there.
Wait, that's 590.
Yeah, well, 589,
It's still
590. Same.
dependent on enemy turn 4.
15
Yeah.
seconds.
He's gotta finish this up. One last fight, and then he has to end turn.
Right, he paired to this side. I mean,
Quick!
Woo!
right,
Oh!
oh,
Alright, he just barely moved up there.
Clutch.
okay, that's still counted, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Review will
He
check.
has to just end turn after this fight is over.
Yep.
Because he moved before the time ended.
So, to clarify the rules, it's fine if you don't move any. Like if the timer went to 0, you have to click enter.
At this
I-
point, you
here I-
can't reset.
Here I was thinking video review wouldn't need to be used.
Oh boy.
We might need to get that in slow motion. See if he got both feet in
Been on
before he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
We're calling New York.
Alright. Well, he can't reset any of these fights now, but he has
Rip.
much more camping spots.
Oh,
than
that's
Yellowfin had.
that's a double
Manti,
that's a
sad.
Nemium, Manti,
He
and
has
okay, that's fine.
Dreamer. He has a Nemium fight. Oh, he lost
Nem-
some
one
of
Nemium?
the. He lost the
One
heavy
Nemium
heli.
and one heavy heli lost.
I can't believe
Ah.
it.
I knew it.
That heli may break the game for him. Yes.
So, New York is called.
Yeah.
Movement was completed 0000.07.
How the fuck did you actually get that?
You went to
Frame-
the stream.
Called New York.
There's no way a timer would have like this high accuracy, right?
Dreamer
Um,
fight.
At the time the echelon starts moving, and it'll be tweeted because that's what video review has to do.
Oh, this is the RFB comp.
Oh,
It's
you're
so
right.
smart.
RFB makes this fight so easy. You don't need to reset here for sure. AR, SMG. Yeah, this fight's easy. This is an easy
That's yeah. He's gonna make it so.
win. Oh, no
trivial.
auto skill? A speedrun knows how
He's
to
based.
proper fight.
No, he's not on the clock anymore.
Well, yeah. Oop. That's a bad laser RNG, but that's fine.
I like to do X formation whenever there's something that needs to be dodged.
Coach. But once again, I want to say that lasers usually it's usually better if you dodge the lasers, if I remember correctly, downwards instead of upwards, because the lasers is aimed a bit higher than the
Yeah,
doll.
and
to
also
be.
the doll hitbox is like more around their feet, so if you dodge downwards, I think you get out of the way faster.
Yeet.
He just takes
Yeah,
it like a man.
Like a champ.
This is gonna be
Speaking
so close.
Speaking of champ, let's see who would be the champion of today's match.
So true. Is this the last one, or is there another fight?
No,
that's
there's more.
another-
There's
I
like
think
three
there's one more.
Really?
I think there's
one
one
or
more. Yeah.
Brute.
Unlucky has a brute.
That's
I guess that might have been the movement priority. If he had the Manticore walking right instead of the brute walking
Yeah, that's
left, that would
movement
have been an extra like 8k points, right? 9k even.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's nine. That's a
Let's
9k
hope
point
this
loss.
8k
from this
doesn't
brute.
haunt him. Oh god.
If he beats Yellowfin, I think it might have been a mistake for Yellowfin to only do one run.
Nah. I don't think he beats his first run.
Yeah, honestly, true.
I think it'd be close.
So, I mean,
too.
some of the unlucky things from Nakoshu's turn 4 end is that Brute walking left, but also one of his heavy heliports getting captured is
Nah,
like a 3k
yeah.
point loss, right?
Nahui's just so lucky this isn't the Manti fight. He can't
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't afford a match
And
fight
it's
there.
para debuff too. If it was a
Cat
Manti
win.
fight, I think that would have been a big loss.
Did the cat miss?
I don't know.
There's so many
cat-
alive.
Oh god, this.
Oh.
There's so
Oh
many.
dear.
No!
No,
No,
not
not
again.
G11 take again! We just saw this last time, no!
Please stop.
Repeats itself.
Ah!
The
We just
cat.
need one more skill cooldown of 416.
What the hell
No.
is he thinking?
Three.
Please, no more.
G11 is so dead.
No.
No!
Oh god.
It's over,
Oh,
Oh
boys.
god!
Not
Oh,
even
it's over.
Stevens, one game.
GG's in chat, please.
No, the grenade! Oh
no.
no!
No, it's over.
With
Ah,
saved 416.
Same team, same fight, and oh
G11
god.
on para team, why?
G11
Oh.
parachute.
I'm gonna
G11
intervene
parachute?
here. Sorry, I'm gonna intervene. There's some people in the chat saying he can reset. The timer expired. Resets are forbidden after the expiration of time. No, he could not reset.
No!
Yeah, he can't.
570k! He would have
That could've been
won!
it. That
He
could have
would
been
have
it.
won! Oh my
Oh,
god.
That would have been
That
a
was a-
590.
that would
Yeah,
be a
that would have been a
heartbreak.
590, he would have won.
Oh, that's a
416.
Oh,
blaming
Oh
G11.
man, that's what a shame.
Once again, I don't think it matters anymore, but double checking the objectives.
objectives are cleared.
Okay.
G11.
Oh,
That's so unfortunate.
Oh man. Well, there goes my points for there goes my money on putting on that.
That's why I don't
Anyway.
participate in that.
Yellowfin wins.
Yellowfin taking home
Win.
another win for
go.
EN.
Any JP voters? Ah, feels so good.
okay.
JP voters
Thing
in
is though,
shambles right now.
JP is still in first place, I believe.
Yes,
That
it
would-
is.
Correct. Under
'Cause-
my understanding of the
Now,
standing.
JP and EN both have 2 wins and 1 loss now, but JP still has a higher score differential in their matches. So JP is still in the first seed, but now EN is the second seed, and I think CN can't get the second seed anymore, and KR can
If
still
KR
get the second seed
I
if
think
they
Ian
win.
has
I
secured
believe.
him. Ian has secured like a 4th seed, like right now.
No.
Is
I
it?
think
No?
if CN beats KR, it would come down to a score differential.
And the differential is
Oh.
like 300,000. So
Yeah,
unlike-
I think CN is stuck in 4th seed no matter what now, because even if they beat KR tomorrow, their score
The
differential is
differential is way too large.
so large that they wouldn't jump a spot no matter what.
huge, as you would say, Diggus.
However, if KR wins, if KR beats CN, I think KR is going to be in the second seed instead of EN.
They would have to be, I think.
So tomorrow will be KR's KR would decide that Destiny to become the second or the third seed, and CN has already secured himself the bottom spot.
Well, basically, here's the thing.
Oh, don't say that.
It doesn't really matter because at this point your matches are already determined, unless you have those outliers. Unless CN wins by a margin of 300,000,
So
JP, your brackets are finalized now.
Right.
JP and CN and EN and KR in.
Can we put the standings up on the stream so we can see what the brackets are going to be?
Right. So right now these are the standings. So JP still the first seed with 2 wins and 1 loss. The point differential is so big that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there would have to be a massive throw from CN in order for KR to take the 1 seed, because there's like a more than 100k difference in point differential here. So KR would have to beat CN by like over 100k
Is it even
points,
possible to get like? Okay, it is totally possible. Yeah.
Wired, bro.
The only way for that to happen would be if CN failed one of the objectives, I think. So
No.
it's likely that the first semifinal match is gonna be JP CN, and the second one is going to be KR and EN.
Yep.
So because there's reseeding for the finals after the semis, the winner of... Never mind. Actually, I don't know what I was saying.
I was like, reseeding? Or reseeding? What?
Never mind.
Why are we talking about reseeding?
Also,
I don't know what.
Where did Brecky go?
Oblivion.
Brecky is taking a nap.
Brecky is gone.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
I disconnected.
I said something so dumb that Brecky left. I can't believe it.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Brecky was pissed because you're talking bullshit.
I agree with the point you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That point.
Yeah. Was so right.
So I'm going to go ahead and take this time and announce that we have confirmed 100% certainty that in between our semifinal matches, Duck versus Brecky in a Jump King showdown.
No.
Let's go.
I don't want to do my PR.
You signed your away, Brecky. It's already done.
What PR? Wait,
No,
what?
I haven't done chapter 4.
Just do it. Just do it. Come on.
I'm gonna read guides.
Even a noob like me did it, Brecky. Come on.
That's true.
Dude. Just
If
do
I
it.
can do it, you can do it.
I'm gonna use my non-SF echelons and send them out.
So, other than that, any other teasers that you guys may provide, for the next week? What should we expect? Do we have more objectives?
I expect that CN's gonna actually try. But for objectives, next week, the semifinals are gonna have one set of objectives for both semifinal matches, but the finals will have a different set of objectives. So players are going to have to prepare for multiple different strategies.
That sounds exciting. Within a day too, really, because between semis and finals, it's only a day.
Yeah, but the players will know both the objective sets beforehand, so they'll have time to prepare their strategies for both semis and finals. But they might not even make it to finals. So.
That's true. That's true. So, with that, any final words that you want to say for today's match?
This was, I think, the closest we've had.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, go for it. Matt?
Yeah, it came down to one fight, and I was looking through the numbers. This is our closest fight, and I think this is our most intense, and less technical difficulties on the client side, which is amazing.
Yeah, at the end, it was a heartbreaker. I put my money on JP, and it's so my money is on the line, and I lost. I'm in shambles right now. What about you, Duck and Brecky?
Well, I think tomorrow's match won't matter for seedings, but it'll still matter for who each region will send to the bracket stage. I mean, right now, CN doesn't have a single win, so not sure who their representative is going to be if they don't get a single win in groups.
They will have to decide from themselves, yes. So what about you, Brecky?
I want to see if the fights tomorrow will be much different than what we had today, because today was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm just really curious if CN is still going to,
throw.
You know,
they're throwing. I think they're busy with PR, so.
Well, I can't wait to I can't wait to see if CN and KR will do the capping heliport strat like Yellowfin did, or if they'll go all out and fight as many enemies as possible. I think that the strategy that Nakoshi did is it's definitely got a higher score ceiling, and I think it's actually probably going to get a higher score on average as long as they can win all the fights.
But it's a matter of execution, more like.
Yeah, definitely.
I see.
I just want to. Has fixed point ended for CN?
I'm not sure.
Because I think FP's done, so.
I mean, FP's still here in traditional Chinese server, but again, actually, I don't think it's still. I think it's like a few days from ending. I'm pretty sure.
So maybe CN's gonna not try on tomorrow's match as well. Well, I mean, even if they don't put 100% effort in it, I think it'll be even more entertaining.
I mean, true. Yeah. So look for the viewers that are watching. Look for tomorrow, because we'll see if CN is actively tanking, or are they was the last two match actually them being unlucky. So join us next time, and with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.
再见，再见。
Don't like button.